this bill can affect how AI companies fix the issues that come from these dangerous incidents. The House has okayed funding for the NFIP through the end of the year, and they're awaiting the Senate's vote. But this approval of funding doesn't fix the issues policyholders are dealing with. Farmers across the country have been dealing with major challenges since the last farm bill passed in 2018. This new bill includes investments meant to modernize farming infrastructure. The FDA and CDC say they are relying on state health departments to track down these cases and report them back to the agencies. The new aquarium at Syracuse's Inner Harbor is continuing to take shape, and it's giving people a window into the future. At the Onondaga Courthouse this morning, David Renz was sentenced to life without parole, and according to the Justice Department, he did not qualify for the death penalty. Syracuse Community Connections, an early voting site in Onondaga County, voters with disabilities have an array of options to cast their ballot. With this being predicted to be one of the coldest and snowiest winters that New York State has seen in the past 5 years, volunteers say that they are more than happy to give back to those who are less fortunate and help them brace for the weather. Super Bowl in San Francisco almost felt like deja vu to over 10 years ago when the New England Patriots played the Seattle Seahawks. And to add to the beatdown of SU athletics, a game that might have been a trap for the men's lacrosse team. Syracuse needed a big win to build their resume for a chance at March Madness, and the Orange's performance tonight did just that. How much have you heard about the controversy on Comstock? Not much? Well, let me tell you a bit more about it. Come on. As a partial governmental shutdown continues, funding to the DHS and more specifically TSA has been cut. The result? TSA workers not getting paid their full paycheck or not getting paid at all. What happens if AI tries to help someone build a bomb, or if they learn things on their own? Well, Representative Nathaniel Moran out of Texas introduced a bill a few weeks ago that would oversee what private AI companies are doing to stop that. Last night, for the first time in American history, a UFC fight was held on the South Lawn of the White House. In an interesting and unprecedented combination between sports and politics, President Donald Trump put an initiative forward to help celebrate his birthday and the 250th anniversary of America. Now, while the South Lawn is usually used for Easter egg rolls, turkey pardons, and state dinners, this is the first time in the United States history where the South Lawn has been used for a sporting event. And not only did the event make American history, it made UFC history as well, with every fight on the 7-fight card ending in a technical knockout or knockout. And the biggest highlight of the event, the lightweight championship match, where Justin Gaethje upset Ilia Topuria. Fans of UFC in America came out to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the United States, and who knows if we'll have another event like this.
Our Washington correspondent Jordan Booker has more on how a new bill might help you this hurricane season.
Representative Cleo Fields is trying to help National Flood Insurance Program policyholders understand why their premiums are so high. The government has given policyholders no explanation as to why those costs have gone up since they started a new program called Risk 2.0 5 years ago.
Our neighbor across the street, his started out at like $635, and his right now is like $2,100 right across. I mean, directly across the street from me because of the new 2.0 rating.
Right now, the cost of insurance is making life unaffordable for people in Louisiana.
The bill would require that every NFIP policy breaks down premiums, discounts, rating factors, ways to save money, and when their premiums might increase. Senator Cassidy says this type of disclosure would help current and future policyholders.
But I do think that would help people plan and even do a better job of how they construct and where they build if there was transparency on why these premiums are going up.
The House has okayed funding for the NFIP through the end of the year, and they're awaiting the Senate's vote. But this approval of funding doesn't fix the issues policyholders are dealing with.
The Congress needs to fix the dang program. They really do. It's not fair for taxpayers, and it's not fair for the people who need flood insurance.
Members of both parties, including Representative Fields, Carter, and Letlow, are trying to fix the problem. But Louisianans are anxious about this hurricane season, and worrying about flood insurance doesn't help.
Right now, we have Bertha in the Gulf right now. It's not a major thing, but just that time of the year is just stress goes up during this time, especially in our area.
The flood insurance bill is still stuck in committee with no scheduled vote. Reporting in Washington, D.C., I'm Jordan Booker.
Our Washington correspondent Jordan Booker has the latest on this new push for AI regulations.
If artificial intelligence tried to help build a weapon or learn things on its own, this proposed law would force AI companies to report that activity to the Commerce Secretary.
Has the capability of evading human interaction, or it's doing this self-learning, or if it can build a biological or nuclear or chemical weapon in a way that we don't have intervention on, then we want those private sector companies that know about it to have a duty to report it.
The government is now trying to put up guardrails to make sure AI technology does not get out of hand.
What is really remarkable about this bill and bills like it is that we're trying to be proactive, and we're trying to do things on the front end to help mitigate risks on the back end.
How do we protect our national security and our public safety aspects of the dangers that artificial intelligence poses without imposing a regulatory burden on the private sector to stifle AI innovation?
This bill can affect how AI companies fix the issues that come from these dangerous incidents.
You're supposed to let the government know, and then you have time to put everything together. That is important because that helps to mitigate the tendency to delay notification.
Representative Moran says this bill is all about protecting Americans.
We know our first one of our first objectives at the federal level is to make sure that we adhere to public safety measures and we push policies that secure our national defense.
The bill is now sitting in committee, and there is no word on when they'll vote on it. Reporting from Washington, D.C., I'm Jordan Booker.
All right, thank you, Jordan, for that report.